Dire team ban. Dire team ban. DC's turn to ban. Dire team pick.
Imber spirit.
DC's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining.
Juggernaut.
DC's turn to pick.
Doom.
Dire team pick. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. DC's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. DC's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Dire team ban. DC's turn to pick. Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
KotLGuy.
DC's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Sand King.
Dire team pick. DC's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Legion Commander.
DC's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Oh, okay, you did. You see everything. You're that's it. Yeah. It must have been before Weehaw was a true American. Yeah, I don't know. It's time of the Balkan Bears, if you will. But here and now, based on the lineups we see before us here, what are you thinking? Do you like Wanted's like ridiculous synergetic attack speed amplification of Luna lineup here, or do you like Digital Chaos's a little bit of the old meets new here? You got the Doom to take it to
10
Ember.
seconds remaining.
What looks like could be the mid lane Jug, Moon on a comfort hero.
5
Who do you
seconds
got just based
remaining.
on the draft?
Prepare for battle.
Until they get to that point, like, yeah, so I would agree with you, certainly in the laning stage, but I feel like if they get to that comfort zone where it's just kind of like, everyone behind Luna, let her go, let her do her thing, like, it definitely is going to be a bit awkward up until that point. But at that point, I want to say it's almost pretty clear-cut on what they want to do and what they would want to get done. But we'll see if they'll be able to do it here. An early movement in. And it looks like they already got a nice early D ward there by
30
DC.
seconds to battle.
So that early offlane vision not going to be there for Wanted on this go round. So Boris, you're going to be tested, all right? Yeah.
The battle begins.
Never
I'll take that
refuse
as
good
tribute.
given.
That should help.
They did the double swap. Yeah, a double swap beats out the single swap of DC here. But they could quickly respond. We'll have to see if they find value in that or not. For now, though, it is going to be a duo-on-duo lane. With Chessie now coming down here, going to have Ogre by his side. Ogre, of course, going to be pretty good at being able to get up in the face of Saksa, interrupting these pulls, blocking them out, as we already see here. Peter going to work. But also have to keep tabs. We, indeed, on the mid lane Jug. Used to seeing his flashy, as we saw Meepos, your Invokers. Don't get to see him play Jug very much, though. All right, yeah, maybe I don't get to personally see it. Is there any unique flair to the Weehaw Jug then in that case? Anything, or is it just kind of clear cut as we? It's a classic Jug. Okay, he can play classic. I love the matchup, though. It's like a battle of swordsmen here, so it's very fitting, very lore. Yeah, it's exciting. Keep our eyes on the matchup there. Yeah. Jug is definitely pulling ahead in this one. Weepo. We taking advantage of that. I want to peek up here, top lane. Boris, you know, they made the gear shift, got him up in this top lane now as he has a matchup against Resolution. Resolution not holding back, though, as the Bug Swarm comes online. He's happy to dish it out and force Boris out from the lane. Frees things up quite a bit for Misery and his Doom. He's going to be able to grab the Bounty Rune, could farm up some side camps, could get prepared, could even move out from the top lane. He might not be needed there. So.
Speedy rune of haste.
Well, they do it. Saksa is going to end up going down. Jeyo able to find that little tree closet to hide in. Moon stunned under the tower, and suddenly it's going to be a hot start for Wanted, getting a nice 2-0. TPs are coming in. Jeyo's like, I'm super low. Get me away. The Fade Bolt is not going to be close enough. Good hold off right there. Peter tries to get in their face. More rotations are coming. They will be able to make it away safely. Wanted. A good setup now. That lane swap here already doing good work in the bottom lane. He's almost level 3. Then he'll have Burrow. But yeah, definitely interesting. The early value point into Sandstorm works in some cases, maybe not in others. Top lane, Boris. Oh my God, he eats that blade. Boris eats the blade, and he goes down. The Boris blade. he's done for. Not so nice, though, for Wanted, as they get so much success here in the bottom lane. That does mean that the weaker side of their laning game is going to be up here. Resolution had been kind of going off on them a bit. 13 denies Lacoste. Boris, it's rough. Yeah, it's tough.
The rune of illusion.
He's got help now, though. Jeyo's here. Jeyo's here, you know? Now it's going to be a Wisp LC kind of a lane. So, and what's Jeyo got? He's been able to pick up a bottle. He has a bottle. It's really all the help you could ask for right now. So, this will be nice for Boris in the meantime.
Denied.
It adds up. Well, you have better than NA math, so I applaud you on that. It's definitely going to be a chunk of XP taken away from Wanted here, but hey, they have side camps and pull camps they're able to kind of work through, as we see there. They'll find their way back into this one. I mean, Legion Commander 4, you compare that over to the other side, so is Moonmeander, you know, so it's not like really one team is getting away from the other. The early look at the XP graph, you know, is just only slightly in the favor of DC, and a lot of that might be just because of this mid lane too. But yeah. Oh, it's popped. Suddenly they realize Misery's here. He's made the first move, the first call, and it's going to pay off. They get him down with the ensnare, but it's not going to be enough to get the finish on QO. PPD rolls on through. The counterplay comes out. Jeyo even getting in on the action is going to reward Wanted with a wonderful counter gank. Now QO could TP all the way back here, and then return. And he's like, Jeyo, just hang around, brother. I'll fill up your bottle, bro. Yeah, we're just gonna abuse that. So they'll be ready to go on that one. Ooh, yummy. Thank you. I'll take the charge. I'll give you your bottle, and everyone's happy and everyone wins. Wanted. Oh, top lane. Ooh, we missed it there, but Boris actually was in a bit of trouble and was forced to TP out of harm's way. Resolution really taking it to him in the 1v1.
I'll take that as tribute.
Uh-oh. Stun comes out, followed by telekinesis. Chessie thinks about manning up here on Saksa. With Jeyo coming in, that will help things out quite a bit. They're going to get the takedown. Moon goes for the burrow, not going to get it. And now he's quickly trapped between three and can't do anything about it. Wanted, man. Their early game looking so sharp. That's true. All helps out. And Jeyo really putting the work here. You know, sometimes you see Wisps, especially ones that don't have their old brethren Tiny or their dominant like laner to kind of be by the side. Jeyo's just putting in the mileage, man. He's showing up to any lane where he feels like he needs to be at. Fights break out. He's there to, you know, to have his piece. And stun, epicenter, all for Chessie, but again, Jeyo, J-God, nearby, heals him up. QO even here, suddenly. Wanted, a full party. Hanging out in the bottom, only Boris not invited to this one. Want to take a good couple of kills. Now they're going to be pushing for the tier 1.
Bottom tower is under attack.
No, but I believe you. Well, that's 2 takedowns for Moon. Who, you know, we don't see him normally kind of punished like this in the laning phase.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Well, they got it. And they probably got inside Moon's head a little bit. He'll have to get right back to the bottom lane. Further going to be delayed from that Blink Dagger, which he's only like just trying to get started. So a threat that Wanted are not going to have to worry about, and they can just continue to keep him in check here. He gets right back into lane. He burrowed into the creeps, so now he's 5 seconds without it. Do they have the detection on hand? No, PPD does not sport, but hey, they force out some rotations. QO is still hanging around, moves in, gets off the chains. Misery not level 6 yet, does not have the Doom. But here comes Resolution now. Finally departs from the top lane, rolls in, dishes out the bugs. Wanted's waiting around the corner, and it's with an Eclipse. How you doing, everybody? Chessie tries to get off as much damage as possible, but good disengage comes out from DC. They avoid a lot of the Eclipse damage. Jeyo jumps to the side of his squad. DC still considering a bit of a pursuit here. Jeyo seems like an easy target, QO. Thinking about turning around, but DC holding up the mid laners, rotating over. Boris just grabs a hold of Wee, wants to lock him in place. They rotate in to help out. He will not get the dual finish, but they will be able to get the grab. Sniping down moonmeander and Saksa back to back here from Wanted. Resolution rounding up at the corner, trying to make it back and away. They do get to the shrine. They will heal up. Wanted, they're going to have to just get the hell back, but still. Another takedown onto Moon. Wanted edge ahead now 8-1. Commanding start for game 2.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Wee has still been dedicated to his mid lane. The advantage he built up for himself, still yet to put some use into that Omni Slash here, so curious to see if his build will reflect a fighting build or a farming kind of a build. His early pickup is going to be the Helm of the Dominator, which is obviously it's a hot item, Lacoste, of this patch. Yeah, we saw that a lot of it from Puppy at Dota Pit. He just wants heroes to micro. But what do you think about it on the jug? You know, that not...
Never refuse gold given.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
And, yeah, as we know, Wee's a micro god, as he exhibited in his Meeple performance in the previous game. I'm sure handling one creep is really no trouble at all. So he does have to possibly handle a gank that could be incoming here. PPD's waiting just northwest of his area, and now he's looking to roll in. Can't get close enough, though. The big fat ogre just can't seem to get close enough. That casting range is just so bad. Yeah, it was ambitious. Maybe, yeah. Maybe Weehaw wasn't looking at his hero, but yeah, whatever the case.
Dire's top tower.
It's putting in its work, going for the tower as well. Everyone needs to do their job. Wanted came here for a purpose that was starting to take away the map from DC if possible. Get some more money built up here for Chessie Lord. It's the tower. Thinking about maybe an advancement onto Saksa. He runs up to the high ground, and that's a duel, and that's a win. All right, Boris will take his first successful duel of the game. Chessie will take the kill, and he'll be dominating now. Luna auras. My goodness, I see 5.
Dire's top tower.
Yep. And the overcharge isn't connected yet. I'm excited to see how ridiculous this Luna is going to be swinging here soon.
That should help.
Let's see who they can get a hold of here. DC are in a pretty serious position to try to take momentum back. I mean, 1-9. Oh, they've been shut down like every gank attempt. Moon's been put into quite the hurt locker. He's been trying to recover and get himself towards that blink dagger. A fight here, a successful one, could just get him that initiation tool, but it's not finding it easy here. They might have to settle for Peter nearby, or Peter thinks about making it go. After dropping a sentry, Resolution has to time-lapse to make it away. And Mist Chains doesn't help the case here for Wanted, but they are going to be able to fend off the invasion coming out from DC. All set up from a smoke gank, so not too much water off the back of Wanted on this one.
I'll take your tribute.
That's been pretty solid for QO. He had the matchup against Weeha's Jug in the mid lane, was getting out CS'd a bit, but has found a way to be able to participate in some of these early skirmishes. 4 of the kills at least, and soon to possibly be more. Yeah, PPD has found himself deep in the enemy territory, and he just gets quickly surrounded, and it will easily be able to take him down. Weeha even getting his henchmen on the action. And then they'll quickly fend off here. Just, again, one of those deep commitments to try to get some extra bit of vision down. And as you can see, it's already going to be taken care of here. So, swing and a miss on the support right there for Wanted. Mid lane, Weeha swinging around onto QO. Dishes out the Veil. I don't know if he's hoping to bait in an opportunity. He's not going to get it for now.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's
He's close.
are fortified.
I mean, he's further along, or just as far, it looks like, actually, where moonmeander is. Yeah, I will bet on Moon. Okay, I bet on Moon, I win. No, maybe not. Yeah, for sure. I did. But it's fine, too late. He's got his blink. Let's see if DC can put it to work, because I would imagine, as you said, they're going to want to get it bloody fast here. While Wanted are happy to kind of take the time to farm up. Boris, bottom. He will grab his blink dagger now in the side shop, it would seem. And then it becomes who's going to be able to kind of make that first gank happen. Really take that first big step into this mid game. Oh gosh.
Almighty money.
Everyone's crossing paths here. With PPD hanging in the mid lane a bit, not really revealing too much. The jungle has just been flooded with cores, farming themselves up into a position where Wanted are just content, not really pushing themselves too far past the river, with the exception, of course, of QO down here. Well, they are going to turn it onto him now. Oh, who did he end up doing? Oh, he ended up dooming onto the LC here. Relocate comes in from Chessie with the Eclipse. They just shoot down Saksa, but here comes moonmeander, looking to come in from behind. Nice epicenter. Will quickly take out jeyo, but he is welcomed from the remnants of hell coming out from QO. Easily able to kind of take him apart. Triple kill for Jesse as he cleans up the rest of the mess here. They look to turn back for Weeha on resolution. Remaining cores are going to get... Yeah. Will be slowing down Wanted in their tracks, but still, good fight for Wanted. Pretty much what Jay had been waiting for, man. They had been waiting in that jungle for something to break out like that. They wanted to go for something anyways. Now DC looking to go for something more. Move in, burrow. It's on for PPD. QO jumps right back into the action. Get some chains. Get some remnants out. And then they're going to look to sweep up the rest here. There's going to be a move in duel for Wee. Not going to be able to get the finish. They will bring him down with the back end of a loosened beam. And then it's just resolution pounding on in. Going to be able to get the takedown to Boris. Good stunt connection comes out from Moon. Locking in Chessie. Tries to get out anything he can, but... yeah, that is an 8-kill streak. Oh my god. Lots of money. All for Moon. He had just got that blink dagger, and he's well on the way of getting up some components towards that force staff too. Big recovery boost for him, and for really DC overall. She hasn't even really been able to kind of show her true stuff yet.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
All right, how bad is that now for Wanted? I mean, they've been feeling pretty confident up to this point. They were dedicated, farming through the jungle, kind of, for the most part, winning the economy game. I mean, taking a peek at the net worth now, that fight pretty much just swings it all the way back towards DC side. So how do you reevaluate things if you're Wanted in this position? DC already on the way up here, though, kind of reading the situation that Wanted do want to move into this top lane. But I mean, even before they could set anything up, Jeyo and Chessie could find themselves in trouble. He's trying to go through the trees, but there's nowhere really to hide. Jeyo is going to be going down next, it would appear. A nice setup for moonmeander means that DC will take that 2-0 pickoff. They will go for their own trade. Yeah, I thought he would try to relocate out, but I don't know what happened with that.
Never refuse gold given.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Be ensnared in fire.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
DC able to follow up with a tier 1 takedown in the mid lane and find themselves back on top once again here. It looks like we'll have the comeback here. That's 2 takedowns now for Jesse. Able to kind of finish out the Manta, but now obviously looking to take those next more defensive steps. Picking up a BKB seems to be next on the docket for him. Is there like a go point for Wanted when they want to... Okay, well... Okay, because it's like, it just felt like at that moment, like Wanted need to do something. They need to do something to dictate the pace of the game. They can't just wait for DC to kind of make a jump like they have been able to. I don't know whether it be moving in for Roche or moving in for a fight. They know, but as they draw it out is when it's already approaching, so it may have been just a bit too short. Now they're making the dish out of the Eclipse. Saksa able to get the Remnant, makes it to the low ground and makes it back to safety. Oh, Wanted not able to get the catch on that one. Resolution thinking about re-engaging, dishes out the bug. Burrow flies out from Moon. They're looking at Jeyo here. Jeyo's able to make it back inside. Nice helpful purge comes out from Boris. And it's a retreat from Wanted. Saksa rolls back in with that Remnant. Gets off a nice lift, and that is going to be Jeyo going down. Beautiful setup from Saksa on that one. Digital Chaos just happy to fend off Wanted, reading that situation, reading that smoke movement so well. They're there ready to punish. And obviously, yeah, there's nothing they're going to be able to do about this one, it would appear. Just have to kind of take what farm you have available to you. QO will push out the bottom as hard and as fast as he can. DC will just have to go back to picking up the pieces here, but now time is on their side. They have an Aegis that they can just easily control. They have great candidates like Resolution to be able to use said Aegis, can begin those like sieges from the low ground. And he's going to be able to build into some damage next. It looks like the Diffusal is going to be next up on the list here. More ways to be able to purge off the Flame Guard, let's say, and obviously gets the catch on someone like Jeyo if he was hoping to get any sort of Ghost Scepter, but yeah. Oh, the Flame Guard? Oh, yourself? Oh, commitment in from Wanted here, looking to go for the initiation onto Moon. He gets the finish on that one. Misery could be next. Full Remnant spread comes out from Saksa, giving a dish of the own medicine back to QO. He eats the Omni Slash. It will end up going down. The follow-up takedown will be there. As Jeyo will be taken out before the relocate will even commence. Chessie being chased next. The Precious Luna not going to be able to race too far and away from this one. Needs 7 seconds. Trying to fight in without the Eclipse at the ready here. 4 seconds. Hiding within the trees. Is he going to go for it? He might have to save it for the next fight. He'll go for the TP. And it's not going to be successful. Big fight. We're here for DC in the back end of taking down that Roche.
This will do nicely.
That should help. I'll take that as tribute.
Yeah. Always a pleasure when watching a game or casting a game with Rubik involved. Not really knowing what the hell's actually happening, whose remnants belong where, but he's almost got pretty much the only tool you really need is a Rubik, and that's getting close to the Blink Dagger now.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Resolution. His game sense is a tingling here. Him and Moon try to make an attempt to catch out Boris, who is close, but Boris already on the way out avoids the trouble. To just kind of biding their time here. And I'm sure DC watching the time of their Aegis. I don't know if they're hoping to get the finish. I mean, there's still a tier 1 in the bottom lane and tier 2s across every lane. So I wonder if they're concerned at all of not being able to kind of move forward with more objectives in the space of time. Yeah, they're like, it's time to take some towers. If we could take a fight plus a tower, that would just be wonderful, but we'll see if they're going to be able to get that opportunity or not. Again. But, oh no! Ooh, okay. Yeah, he's got to get out of there. The Doom was just like salivating at the mouth, ready to dish out the ulti. But
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
The latest fresh import here for the American Dota scene on Wanted, as we know his Ember play well from his time on MVP. One of the more signature Ember performances during that time, and here, Wanted, harnessing that power as the hero is still very much in meta. DC pull off in a way. It looks like this could be the back end of their Aegis timing. Just one of those things, you know, you don't want to have to build a Linken's, you don't want to have to build a BKB, anything like that on an Ember, but some games, yes. Yeah, sometimes you gotta, alright, you gotta bite your tongue. You gotta itemize appropriately here. And just this game number 2. Okay. They spotted Boris. Boris, who had been kind of doing a lot of that side lane camping. I don't know if they were hoping for pick-off potential with his blink, but he gets spotted out. Banked by DC. QO is already on the way out. Ooh. Thought maybe Moonmeander would consider pursuing. There's still that tier 1, though. They need to get rid of that tier 1. Yeah. They'll take care of that now. Misery just a salty Doom, it looks like, maybe. Whatever the case may be, they tried to at least follow it up with this stun from Moon. And QO is just going to walk away holding that Doom for now, but it might be something that Wanted don't have to fear. And they're kind of converging in on the DC, knowing the Doom is down. QO makes the commitment in, jumps off, gets on the chains. Saksa nearby. Only able to steal the Remnant, jump back and around here. Eclipse dishes out under the Shrine Power. Not even going to be necessary. They dish it out at the end. We now caught in. They bring him in with open arms into a duel, which Boris will likely win. 3 go down from DC. Man, the second that Doom goes out, Wanted are just like, okay, let's go fight. Let's get him right now.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle
It didn't look like they
tower
even
is
had to
falling.
use. They were already like overpowering DC in that fight before they even had to trigger it. But it's just like it's like a rule of thumb, though, for sure.
Radiant's middle tower is falling.
Ooh, hard commitment here. Wanted looking to go for the closeout in game number 2. A deep, hard dive from Boris will lead to his downfall. And now suddenly, you know, PPD's like, I'll just be the sacrificial lamb, trying to hold DC inside their base as long as possible. The rest of you get the hell out and get away. And it looks like they may be able to do so. Oh, yeah. The Bloodthorn soon in hand
Dire's
here
middle
for
tower
Weaver.
is under attack.
Definitely going to prove to be a bit of an awkward situation for QO. And
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
oh yeah. Jeyo has a glimmer now, which will help a bit, but
Illusion.
oh goodness. All it takes is that one attempted gank that you don't end up pulling off because they glimmered, and then suddenly you're buying detection the rest of the game. So yeah, they just need that one moment to happen. But Wanted are happy to cross the river here and fully invade DC territory. DC have had this ward down though, and it looks like they might have been able to catch a glimpse of Wanted's positioning. Not sure if they're going to look to kind of use that to their advantage or not, but whatever the case may be, they know that Wanted's coming down here. And Yep.
Is here.
Yeah.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
We'll have to see. Oh. Yes. They actually get the finish there. It may have required the extra assistance of Jeyo and Chessie coming in, but whatever the case may be, they will be successful in that duel and that takedown of Weehaw. 52 damage now pulled together for the young gun. Oh, so he's bad. One got away from him. Not the worst thing ever. But oh. Wanted making their approach in the bottom lane here. Obviously a buyback from Weehaw is what they seek. Are they going to be gifted at 20 seconds? I think DC might be able to hold it here. So they'll do their best to be able to siege in to go for this tier 3. Jesse out in front. Got to be lifted, dropped, hit with the Doom. Jeyo going to try to be there to help out. Meanwhile, Resolution is going to get the takedown of PPD. Ogre will be removed from this one. The return of Weehaw is going to be coming in soon. Big drop of the epicenter will come out from Moonmeander and allow the takedown of Jeyo. Oh, I love this play. Yeah, they're going to try to cut him off at the shrine. DC utilizing full 7.0 Dota in their chase. Not going to be able to get the catch. It looks like Kiwo will be able to find the space to make it out.
Quick clean over. This will do nicely.
Oh, Boris. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
Yeah, a siege like that definitely would be easier with Aegis in hand, but you know, it's a lot on the shoulders of one person of damage, if you will, and that just makes it an easier target for DC to kind of put everything they got to that target. But it's DC now heading the other way. The final tier 2 stands here, and then those shrines can end up coming down. But okay, full commitment comes in from QO, looking to get the heads up onto Misery. But DC look to make the retreat. Not enough to get the burst yet. Yeah, Chessie pops his BKB, continuing to chase on forward. Looks like they may settle for the Misery takedown. That's all they may end up getting here. DC are able to make it out. Yeah.
Invisibility!
Oh, resolution. Sorry. Trading blows here a bit with Chessie. Has to use the time lapse, but I'm right there with you. Misery is certainly being a big punching bag for Wanted. It's creating an unnecessary amount of focus and time that they don't want to have to go for. But Roche is up now. Chessie already flirts inside the pit. I don't think they have too many wards up here on DC's side. Oh, they do have this one. But they still don't feel comfortable enough kind of committing in for the pit at this moment in time. But yeah, DC though, that was their scan. Looking over the Roche, sending in the Wolf to kind of do some detective work for him, and then the Satyr comes in, and maybe they'll battle it out. They'll battle it out! Here we go! This is a big fight! The Wolf versus the Satyr creep, man. It's going down. Who's gonna win? Oh! Outside interference. Alright, that fight's gonna be over here. Obviously, Satyr cannot match up to Roche, and they'll pull him out. Good move from Wanted. Uh-oh, look who's creeping in from behind. A wild Misery appears and puts the Doom right onto Chessie. Follow-up Burrow Strike, wonderfully placed there from Moonmeander. They're going to be able to force and get the Luna back into the safety zone, hiding under the shrine, and begins to dish everything out onto Resolution. Relocate, going to pull him a bit out of position. QO now going to be caught amongst all DC members and taken down. Oh, the repositioning from Wanted, a little bit awkward there. DC will capitalize on it. And now they're going to grab jeyo on the return. That is going to make it easy for Roche, yeah. DC move in and we'll do it. DD rune as well. How nice. Make it that much faster.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It was kind of hard to read what happened in that fight when the relocate came out. I mean, it looked like at first, obviously, oh, we might have to hold that here. Moon, Boris and Wanted moving in very deep towards this bottom lane, and now Boris kind of feels like far from home, surrounded, and eventually going to be brought down. Certainly so when Resolution gets involved. I don't know the moves there, pulling focus, going deep for wards, whatever it may be. DC getting pulled away from the objective at hand allows time for Wanted to kind of get back to life here. They didn't have the buybacks anyways, or maybe they just committed for some items. But whatever the case may be, Wanted will be back in full fleet here soon. Remember, Moon had a really tough start in this game. Ganked multiple times. He was totally prolonged from picking up that Blink Dagger.
Almighty money.
Yes, for sure. Definitely has had some... Ooh, hold on. Mid lane. They jump. They pop the Lincolns. They go for the duel. And they're looking to rip apart not just him, but Saksa as well from all that glaive action. They are going to get the burst onto Wii. Saksa could go next, gets the Remnant Seal, goes to the low ground, tries to make it away, but not going to be able to make it out. To the high ground, Moonmeander will go to make it away. Resolution tries to dish it out onto PPD, not going to be able to get the finish. Now they focus around onto Misery, and they will get the Doom down. This time it's going to be Wanted's fight. Moonmeander will be forced to TP back home. Buybacks are all available for DC. Wanted are going to rush down this mid lane and force him out.
Rise from the flames.
No Doom. Doom's back now, but he does not have that Doom available. 3 buybacks all day going to be coming out from DC. Are Wanted just going to be happy with that and run? They're thinking about it here. Trying for the run. There's the Burrow connection coming in from Moon. Can Wanted turn this one around? They're going to go for it here. Charging up on Chessie. He just starts right-clicking everything they can. Sox has been separated, want to converge onto that while the rest of DC move up north, and they just pounce on the Chessie. But here comes a big remnant turnaround, and then the moonmeander epi bomb. Really makes it count, but now Misery taken down next. Quick duel will fly out. Bonus damage will be rewarded there. DC making their move now. Looks like they caught out BD's Ogre on this side. They should be able to move in and get the finish, while on the other front, it's Resolution taking out Boris here. DC, they have to commit 3 buybacks, but they hold their base, and they catch out all of Wanted on the retreat.
Get yourself together.
Who, me? Rekindled and made ready.
I'll take your tribute.
Now DC just go right back the other way into the base of Wanted now. They had already committed their buybacks. They may need to be a little careful here. But they're obviously hoping to see if they can get Chessie to come out a bit early. Boris is obviously still going to be down. But I don't think they're going to be able to go much further than that, and that seems to be it. DC are going to be content rolling back, taking out those shrines that still do stand. And we have a Dota game, man. This one obviously much closer than the first one, and it's still not any really heavy-handed advantage one way or the other. It just seems to be like that mere 5k net worth advantage for DC. But at this point in the game, I don't know how much you would, value just 5k. I'm seeing both Luna and Resolution up there at the top of the net worth. And, oh, okay. Yeah. He's... Jeyo makes it out. Resolution is just... I would love to see this guy's, deaths on average compared to most other cores. I mean, he really is very, very good at being able to avoid being in a precarious situation and just kind of knows the limitations of these kind of heroes.
A golden thread.
Oh man, Bloodthorn.
To the loom with you.
Yeah, that was just unmerciful almost there. The takedown of Boris puts him back on the sidelines for a minute. No buyback for him. Ooh. Boris the dead. Dagger in the heart. And now Dox is going to be able to get close enough to plant down the ward. I think they did see that. They had a ward on the high ground, and I think they just pinged it out. So something that Wanted should be able to take care of, but DC back in full force. As long as they kind of hold this momentum, they're happy. I mean, would you feel more confident with DC as the game progresses and we get later? I mean, you're looking at Wanted. They have Luna and Ember. Jug and Weaver also very good. Like, who do you value in the late game? Oh.
Regeneration.
Resolution here, feeling a bit frisky, moves in on Chessie. QO back-to-back swings and misses on trying to get the latch onto Resolution. And now they're suddenly running from the crazy beetle. DPD going to be easily taken down. Here comes Moon, sets up the next one. Boris could be next. Eclipse is going to be forced out from Chessie as he stands, plants, and looks to fight. Ripping on through Misery right now. But they make it back inside. QO, though, in a bit of a hurt. Jump in, Epi. Oh, the Yules. Puts QO right up and down. And he's got to make it back to the low ground here. Chessie looks to go in. Will be able to get the finish. Resolution going to get dropped. That's over 10 kills. Rewarded back the other way. Boris will get the last hit. Wanted will be able to hold. And DC will go on full retreat. Wee's able to kind of, in the meantime, make a hard push towards this top lane at the point where it is actually sieging into the base. Wanted don't seem to kind of really want to bother with it, at least right now. And we're trying to make their own push down this mid lane. It'd be nice, from their perspective, to force out like a buyback or something from Resolution, but looks like they're not going to really be able to get the chance. So, you know, how rewarding is that hold for Wanted? I mean, I don't know how much it really puts them back into the game. DC still kind of just hold a little bit of a net worth advantage, but hey, the immortal Resolution finally dies. Yeah, that's painful. Yeah, that sounds pretty awful if you're DC. Here comes Wanted down the mid lane. DC, they're positioned on the high ground, getting ready. We'll have to see if the call is for them to kind of move outside the front door, and it is. They're moving right in. They're looking to take out PPD where possible. Can't quite get him down yet. He gets the heal and the save. The re-engagement comes out. Misery going to be the one in a bit of trouble. Makes it to the high ground. 5 seconds, has the Doom up. Still able to hold on to it in the meantime. Weeha sweeps on through. Able to help get the finish on the PPD, but now it's a burrow there. Not going to do the biggest of damage. DC, one by one, they move in and dodge right back out from trouble. Have they been able to force out enough from Wanted to deter them from moving any further? And it looks like they may have. After that squabble, did want no more of DC, and we'll have to take it to the next round.
That should help.
Yeah. They have found some decent success doing that, but gosh, as I'm getting ready to go into one team and talk about how it feels like they're starting to take things to the next level where it might be insurmountable or starting to get insurmountable for the other team. It's like they don't even get that chance. There's like already a fight back, and okay, QO, he's playing a dangerous game that we see most Embers play. When you push out these side lanes here and you test the limitations of DC and how they can chase you down. He's trapped within some creeps here, but he's got to make it away. Rotations will start coming out from Wanted side. I mean, obviously if you're DC, you also don't want to overextend and overchase and put yourself in trouble. That's just the kind of the game we always play when you have these Embers, but let's see now. Wanted, the team in pursuit. They actually get the latch for Resolution. He's going to be able to make it away. He gets this duel, and he does not have a time lapse. He might not have a way out from this one. Chessie looking to rip right through him, and we'll be able to bring him down. Resolution, no buyback. They are moving their next site for Misery, and he's also going to be taken out of the game. He has no more Doom to use now. It's over a minute. They won't have Resolution either. This may have been it for Wanted. They are just going to be pushing their way down this bottom lane. We are doing everything he can, pushing out the mid lane, but DC, so much of a hard chase there for QO.
Radiant's bottom tower
This is not good. A fantastic store of 18-2, but now, yeah, there's no one here to defend anything. Easy racks for Wanted here in the bottom lane. Just give her all that stuff. There's the overcharge. Where's the bloodlust, Peter?
Dire's courier. Radiant's middle barracks.
Bloodlust, there it is. Oh my god, oh my god, it's like a blender.
Radiant's middle tower.
Look at that, look at it. Ooh.
Radiant's middle
It's just like a blender going right through the base. They have to do something about it. Moon jumps right back in. and they're trying to see if they can focus down and take out that jeyo wisp, but oh my god, here comes the chessie eclipse after the BKB. Moon just gets disintegrated. Chaos will ensue here. I think at this point, Wanted, you get 2 sets of racks. There's a gem on the ground. Can someone pick that up? And then you maybe walk away with your winnings here. I don't know, though. Hey, you got the tier 4s down as well. Why not just go ahead and go for the jugular? Chessie going in. The duel to hold him and lock him in place is going to be rewarded. Weeha's going to be forced to buy back right away to get back into this one, but the damage may have been done. Chessie into the mix, still wants to fight it out. And he doesn't care what burrow, what epi is going to be coming his way. Resolution, though, he found a nice little corner, begins to dish out the right clicks, and will be enough to finish out Chessie. DC are not going to be taken down at this moment. They will fend off Wanted. Wanted could have evacuated much sooner and just had all the winnings, but they did want to stay and play. They'll be burned a bit for it. Now the thing though is like, yeah, they can get this Roche, but my god, Wanted got so filthy, stinking rich off that push. I mean, 2 sets of racks, the 2 tier 4s will cost, they're loaded with money. So they all go back now, lots of money. They're gonna just all come back into the next fight with a new big bad item here. I mean, we already saw Ember snag up the Octarine there, but you're looking at, you know, 4.5k on your Legion Commander, over 3k on Ogre. Luna's got Moon Shards queued up and almost enough money to buy him out. I mean, obviously going to be holding a good share for buyback, but, you know, DC may have grabbed the Aegis. This holds things nicely for them for now, but, you know, you're going to be dealing with Wanted that were even stronger than your previous fight. I cannot find it. Oh, yeah, it is. It's on Resolution. It's on Resolution. He's got cheese. Backpack. I don't know what he plans on doing with it for now. DC just trying to slow siege away here. Wanted are back in full force, feeling pretty good. You know, do they stall things out and just dodge DC while they have the Aegis? Do you think? Okay.
That should help. I'll take your tribute.
Yeah, but sometimes so much breaks out so fast, you have that pinpoint millisecond to kind of make those kind of calls, whether you go for the Yules or not, and they could come back to bite you in the ass. Sometimes they could end up winning you the game. Here, DC trying to defend out this tier 2. Moonmeander is parked here, waiting. Okay, he's still parked there, but he will turn it back, goes right for the burrow. The second the engagement will come out, and Misery gets the follow-up, goes for the Doom, but I don't think Chessie really cares about that a whole lot. Looks to dish out the damage where possible. A relocate, though, will send him back a few yards, but Jeyo is going to have to go back into the lion's mouth here, it looks like. Will end up getting taken apart. Wanted to step away from that hostility. And DC were in that position ready for that kind of counterplay, and they get a little bit of a boost. Nice pick off. We'll see what they have in store for us. They continue to take it to the side of Wanted here. Already up with this one game. And this best of 3. Wanted just kind of playing to stay alive in this series. Obviously both these teams looking to start out their American group stage run with a win. DC would love to start with a 2-0 win. Obviously, have already experienced what it's like to go through group stages to end up in a tiebreaker situation where that one game, that one win would have mattered. Not looking to kind of do that again. And you have people like Peter down here who's happy to kind of cut the wave where possible, but he's got to be trouble. Misery is en route, but they are certainly stalling things out. Oh, showed himself. Frantic. Force TP. He's fine. Yeah, you can even always park that in your backpack in the meantime. For sure. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's happening here? QO moving in for Moon as Resolution moves in for QO. Chessie now looking to kind of get a hand in the fight. EC are like, oh, we're good. We don't have our support staff around. We don't want no funny business. And they move off to the rest of their team. But look at DC now. They're looking to come in from behind. They found both the supports. Can they take them out fast? PPD will be the first one to tank this gank, but now the turnaround play. Chessie pops out the Eclipse, looking to rush on forward. Misery came in from behind to dish out the quick Doom. Will be able to get it off there, but then quickly gets supported. But you're right, he got the illusion. Not going to be good enough here. Chessie moves in. Resolution will be able to get the pop, taking out Jeyo from this one. Resolution and we, though, might be able to make it out. Jump in from Moon with the Epi. Lots of great damage onto QO, and now it's just all on for Chessie. Buyback committed. It's going to be QO. Resolution's running here. 10 more seconds for time lapse. Pinging him. But he's so fast. He's so fast. Oh, he comes back to the lane as Wanted are putting their sights on for Moon. Resolution is the one creeping in from behind and trying to maybe get a couple of side jabs in, a couple of cheap shots, if you will. Do they have detection here? It doesn't look like it. No. He's happy to run right through the team. Uh-oh. DC still have that shrine. They start TPing, forces in. Moon and Weehaw show up first. Wanted. Nice forces to the low ground, but the chase continues here. A relocate comes in from Jeyo, joining him from inside the pit. Moon makes it back to the high ground to make it away from trouble. Now Resolution pops the BKB, goes into a duel with Boris, and Chessie will be able to easily take him down. He's going to be out for 100 seconds without a buyback. Immediately, DC 180 and rush their way back to the base, back to the home. Bottom lane, look at this. Look at this infiltration coming in from the bottom lane. They're even hitting the shrine. They have to get back home and clean it up. All right, Wanted feeling pretty good here. Still up with those 2 sets of racks. Resolution was taken out. Seems to have buyback now available, but otherwise still going to be waiting for 1 minute. Wanted should be able to force this buyback out. We'll just have to see if DC are going to look to use that buyback at the one pinnacle moment to try to make a fight happen, or if Wanted will get the buyback and run. Oh, QO loses his Lincolns. That's when Moon makes the jump. The buyback will come out. The Doom is going to be there. It's going to be on the Chessie. Full Remnants commitment in, and they're going to be able to take out the moonmeander Sand King. Now the buyback going to be coming out from Moon right away. Resolution inside. They're going to be forcing back Chessie. Nice commitment in. Looking to go for Jeyo. Long tether to make it away from trouble. Saksa looking to make chase. Catches him out with the Yules. And that will get him stuck. Looks like a Glimmer Cape could save Jeyo for now. While that happens, on the other side, PPD has been able to make it away in the back of a TP. Jeyo will end up going down.
Blessings upon a loyal warrior.
Almighty money.
Getting hit a little bit. But DC fend off Wanted once again. Wanted back now, finally looking to kind of take care of those shrines, but Not even going to be able to get that one down. He's pretty rich, man. And still hasn't decided on what that extra item is going to be. Oh. That to replace something, you think? Or is this to swap to maybe once you're trying to, you know, push into the base? Yeah. That's true. I mean, it seems like they've been obviously focusing him for the Doom, so there's really not the biggest need for the BKB. Oh my goodness, the rapier. Could it come down to that? I mean, we are already getting into a 1 hour game here. Wanted a team in their very first competitive match as a team here. Who knows how much they've actually been practicing or scrimming. Here they're going against the team that's probably one of the favorites, if not the favorite, to win the whole qualifier. And, you know, they're giving them a good run for their money in game number 2. Game number 1, we'll admit, DC looked pretty damn sharp. But here, Wanted trying to go for the Roche. Moon steps in, gets a good burrow, and scoots right back out. Wanted now second guessing what their commitments might be here, as Chessie's going to be dishing out the Eclipse. Easily going to be able to shred right through Misery. Resolution goes right between all of them. We trying to walk towards the Aegis, getting it a hold of it. Yes, he'll be able to pick it up. No, it's going to be Jeyo who grabs it. We are only able to get the cheese. Jeyo will take it in front of him and walk back it away, as it's going to be DC losing the back end of this fight. Oh man, what a slow and painful finish for the Roche. It was just like right in the front of Wii. Not able to grab it. Jeyo will pick it up, and here comes Wanted. They do not have Moon. They do not have Saksa. Chessie will just go happily right in and right for the Shrine. There is going to be one fortification, but this may be it. This series looks to be going for a game number 3. If Wanted will have a say, and it looks like they will. Resolution trying his best to make something work, but he gets chained down and taken apart. It's going to be game, and we're going to be going to game 3 of Wanted versus Digital Chaos. Oh, yeah. That was, I mean, seeing it in the draft, it seemed almost ridiculous. I was seeming like, if they even go for the Legion Commander, that just seems like way too much for this Luna. But here they make it work, and it works out beautifully. You need the dual